Essentially, this is a test and an experiment. Whereas in the last video, I realized that AirPods themselves do not record audio during a video, which means if I use a third-party app to record video, which doesn't stop the video when I close or otherwise minimize the video app, I can continue to do other things such as listen to music while I'm recording. So now I'm listening to music while I'm recording video. And the idea behind this is this highly autistic method that I'm developing based on this customer who comes to my store quite regularly getting their groceries, who I only have to suspect is majorly autistic. And this technique was developed by realizing this guy comes into public, into this grocery store, and doesn't give a single shit that he's on the phone talking to people, that he's talking to himself, that he's singing to himself, none of it. And it's quite the inspiration to simply not give a single fuck about what any outside individuals think about the way you're behaving on this earth, on God's green earth. That was trippy. I saw some kind of light slide across that roof. So we come to this method where I'm blasting music into my ears in order to reduce any indication that anyone else could possibly be interacting with me, and reducing any social anxiety, I guess, social reprehensivity to me speaking freely in the way that I want, because I may feel that someone could be listening in. But the whole point is that someone is listening in, is it not? So essentially, we'll see if the AirPods record any of this audio, or if the audio is being recorded from the device itself. That seems to be the case from the last time, but now I'm using a completely different app, so who knows? Another thing I have to note is that it's kind of fucking distracting to speak to myself while I'm blasting music in my ears. Look at that ahead. There's some kind of lights glowing in the light. Some kind of eyes glowing in the light. Oh, there it goes. Looks like a rabbit running away or something. There's another one. And I don't have much to say other than the fact that this is quite a bit of a test. In terms of actual content to speak about, there's nothing. My life is quite uneventful, and while I have some anecdotes and some stories to share, it's simply not happening today. It's not the point of today's video. Look at this fucking piss trail. Looks like a dog was just pissing the whole time it was walking. Let's see where it goes, because it seems like it turns right here. How strange. Maybe it was a person just walking along. This is so strange, actually, the amount that's dripping. But it seems like they were going the other direction, so it looks like that is a rabbit. Hopefully I don't run into something at the end of this trail, but it does look like it's going in the other direction, so let's see. Oh, you know what? What if that's a fucking beaver trail? That would bring things kind of fucking full circle. This rabbit's just watching me. Now I kind of do want to follow the trail, but it goes exactly where I just came from. And I mean, I didn't see anything, so There's no reason to assume that I would if I would go back that direction. But look at this. It's... Now that I think about it, that makes so much more sense than something just pissing and walking. It's dripping because it walked out of the water. So I bet this was a beaver. Where does this go? I love these beaver developments. It completely distracts me from whatever else I was thinking about, and now we're on beaver mode. Wow. It came from up there, and I'm not walking up there because those are houses. But, I mean, that's the only thing I could think of is that it's a fucking beaver. I mean, come on now. Look at this. Obviously, there's still people living down here. We got chairs, we got strings strung up. What are these lines? Fucking beavers. What I really need to do is do some research on beavers in Nevada and make some kind of formal educational about beavers in the fucking rivers. Look, it actually diverges. It looks like the trail diverges here, like one went this way. Look at that. There's no way that you can tell me these are not a fucking beaver trail now. Look at this. I mean, look at that. And it just kind of fades there. Wow. Damn. Happy birthday. I don't have much else to say. I was hoping something would develop with that beaver situation, but I should not be so lucky tonight. Another wet spot here. Almost just fucking fell over. That's about it. Fucking Beaver Town.